Moment you have all been waiting for. Did you actually think this is how we were going to start this video? I got to run this back a few months to explain everything.
No, I ain't heard of that. I hit the beach in a furry hat. She got a guy, but she purring back.
So as some of you may know, and if you didn't, you will now, I worked at a place called GNC, General Nutrition Center, sold supplements, vitamins, proteins, pre-workouts, stuff like that, which I may or may not owe just a little bit of my gym transformation to. It really did change my life for the best. It got me in like the best shape of my life back in 2021, and it really became more than just a hobby for a while. Like I really started getting into supplements and working out and things like that, and that's because of GNC. It truly did change my life. So in that respect, I do have to say I did appreciate the 2 years that I spent in that store. And one day, as per usual, you're kind of bored in a shopping mall sitting there waiting for customers to come in. I got a little bit curious, decided to whip out my email. I messaged this specific beard company. You may know them. I am affiliated with them. Code Bouldini for 15% off your order. I got in a little bit of a conversation with Jason over at Mad Viking about possibly coming to check out the warehouse, and Callie and I decided to get a hotel in Hermitage, Pennsylvania, and go check out the Mad Viking warehouse. Didn't really film a whole awful lot when I was there, to be honest with you, but here's some cool pictures from a record store that we found in Hermitage. I forget exactly what it's called. I think it's Flipside Record Store or something like that, but they had a whole thing in the back with like, you know, musician memorabilia, Spider-Man stuff, fishing stuff, like a lot of crazy stuff back there, especially this Ozzy Osbourne doll, which I thought was pretty cool. And there's this back corner with a bunch of like old mannequins. It was kind of freaky, not gonna lie. I didn't get any pictures or videos inside the Mad Viking warehouse that day just because, you know, I didn't want to be weird and pull up with a camera, stuff like that. Needless to say, this little email kind of changed my life completely in a matter of seconds. And I had to move to Pennsylvania. And I forgot to mention, shortly before we took this trip, Andy had a surprise visit down in the Ville. So when I got back, it was kind of a root get-together. We just kind of hung out at Dak's mom's house and had a good old weekend. You know how it goes. Also happening in this time frame, Callie and I's friends Kirsten and Coda got married, and we were invited to be in their wedding. So that was pretty cool to be a part of that. First wedding I ever been a part of. And now I'm sure you're all wondering, like, what the hell? Like, why'd you have to move to Pennsylvania? Well, let me get to that, because the next about 2 months from that point on has been one hell of a process, and it all starts with Big Bertha. So obviously, if I was going to move to Pennsylvania, step one would have to be getting a new vehicle, because I didn't think my Jeep would make it all the way to PA. So oddly enough, around the same time I was looking for a new vehicle, a family friend of ours was selling his truck. So almost immediately I message him and I'm like, yo, like, could I check out the truck? I'll possibly end up buying it. Like, I'm in the market to buy a new car and whatnot. So I checked it out, really liked it, and decided that I wanted it. And I'm here to tell you, it's a nice truck, but I only drove it for about a week and a half, because step two was to find a place to move into in Pennsylvania. So we scheduled a tour of a house. We got about halfway there, and well, this happened. Yep, Big Bertha took a big old dump in Canton, Ohio, which, if you didn't know, Trippie Redd grew up in. So since my truck broke down, we missed the house showing, and we had to have my truck towed back to Zanesville, because the shop in Canton said that they didn't have the tools necessary to work on my truck, so we had to have it towed back to town. So that was a major setback, but nonetheless, a couple weeks later, I was invited to go on Dak's family vacation. We went to South Carolina, had the time of our lives. We basically just chilled in a private villa for like a week straight. We all got sunburned to hell and back. It was pretty painful, not gonna lie. Dak and I did bring our cameras on this trip, although we did not get as much footage as we were intending to. Out of the 7 days, we probably filmed maybe 8 minutes of footage maximum. But if you want to see a little more in depth on what conspired on this trip, definitely go check out Dak's video. I'm not sure if it'll be up by the time this is up, but if it is, the link will be in the description down below to his channel. I also about lost my toe on this trip, but, you know, pardon my nasty ass feet, I apologize. Shortly after that, the 3rd and 4th of July were pretty awesome. We got to meet the band members to That Arena Rock Show. If you guys don't know who they are, it's basically a cover band in Ohio that covers, like, you know, 80s rock and everything like that. Easily one of my all-time favorite cover bands I've ever seen, hands down. And 4th of July was extremely intense. Callie and I went downtown together for the first time. We got extremely close to the fireworks going off. Here's a little bit of what I got there. And of course, the whole family got together and we had a little bit of a 4th of July celebration at my house as well. My grandma played switch bowling for the first time. And about a week after that, we all went to Cedar Point for 2 days, which was like the first time ever we went to the park for 2 days. But it was me, Callie, my parents, my grandma, my sister, and one of her friends. Even got my dad on Steel Vengeance, which was absolutely insane. Didn't think that was ever going to happen because he chickened out last year. But, you know, we went to the peanut store. We wore some silly hats, as you can see there. And then my dad got cool sunglasses. And I got to ride the Sonic car in the arcade, which was possibly one of my favorite rides that day. It was pretty cool, you know. Probably the coolest thing in the arcade these days because it used to be a cool hopping place, but now it's just poopy. Then my dad fell asleep on the couch in the arcade. And that about sums up the last 2 months or so of my life. The rest of the month, there was like Callie's birthday, and then we had a few other things going on, but it was really weird because when we found out that we had to move to Pennsylvania, it was like so much life happened. Like all of a sudden, like we just had something going on every single week, and it was like we did stuff that we've never done before, like go downtown and stand that close to the fireworks. Like never done that in my life. Like I've been downtown to see fireworks, but not like right there, you know what I'm saying? So that was pretty cool. And, you know, everything else, like it was a great 2 months, I would say, leading up to moving and everything like that. Yeah, that's about it for this video. I was gonna make like a whole half-hour long video of like, you know, me moving here and, you know, Callie moving in, all kinds of stuff. And I just kind of decided that I wanted to split it up a little bit, make this video a little bit shorter, and hopefully knock off about like 5-6 minutes of the, you know, video of me moving and stuff like that. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, drop a like down below. Leave a comment of, you know, your favorite fruit snack or something. That would be cool. I like the Welch's myself. Go check out all my other social media. Subscribe if you haven't already. Keep your heads high. Stay positive. Keep on rolling, Rock Squad. I'll catch you guys all later. Deuces.
It's like all gone. I mean, like not really all gone, but like.
The setup's going to be the worst part to move. So you gotta like take that desk completely apart.
We'll update you guys when Boulder's here.
Yeah, or when we're to Boulder.
So we have a wasp in the bedroom.
Why does it have to be a wasp?
Yeah, for real, if it was a spider, I'd be like kinda okay with it.